Hey, you guys. I'm hopping on here for Blair tonight because she is not feeling well, and she and I had talked about launching a hundreds challenge for the month of February. So I wanted to just explain to you guys. If you don't know me, my name is Beth. I am on Blair's team. I'm a 200K leader, and I am launching this with my team. And I know a lot of you guys that are on my team are on this page as well. And so those of you that aren't, I wanted to share with you. So anyway, what this is, it's super exciting because, let me go over here and then I'll show you the board. Super exciting because this is going to allow you in the month of February to reach out to 300 people and work them through the information funnel. Because many of us can reach out and we kind of lose people in the chaos. We keep them in notebooks. We put them all over the place. And on the calendar, in a notebook, and at the end of the month, we're thinking, who did we reach out to? Did we follow up? What did we do with them? How many people did we actually reach out to? And we find that we're not using income-producing activities. So this is 100% an income-producing activity, and it's called the Hundreds Challenge. And I posted for you guys I like that we have two people that are joining. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Jamie. I also did another video that's a little bit longer than this over on Team Thrive Life. But I want to explain it over here on activators as well. So basically what this is you are taking your 100 sticky notes, and this is a non-negotiable that you do this every single day. And let me show you what it looks like. So here is what your board looks like. These are your 100 names. These are your people that are not yet thriving. If you don't know, notice mine aren't filled in because I have them written down. But as you grow your list, you will have 100 people. And I bet you that each and every one of you has 100 people that you have not yet reached out to. And there's a lot that Blair will be doing and I'll be doing in the next week about growing your list. But I always start at the beginning of the alphabet. So 100 sticky notes, and I've been moving them around a little bit to show how this works, with a name on each sticky note. And your goal is to reach out to 10 a day in some way, shape, or form. How does this work? So my 10 for tomorrow are Nancy, Ben, Michelle, Emily, Jean, Lori, Perry, and Mary Sue. And I'm going to reach out and just say, hey, I'd love to get some Thrive into your hands. You deserve it. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Have you heard of it? But I'm connecting. What I did today, though, was I made a connection with those 10. So it's a visual that I reached out and I just sent them a quick, comment on Facebook or a text or a message. This gives you a visual of who you're reaching out to for the next 10 days. So you can be working on building that network, right? So that means that you're reaching out tomorrow. I'm going to be connecting with John and Cindy and Beth and Amy and Malin. Don't take my people, you guys, and Heather. And I might be on their Facebook page just connecting, but I don't like to really do cold reach outs. I really like to connect. So this is what you do. You reach out to 10, and if they ignore you or they don't answer you, you just put a little check mark on their sticky note that you reached out to Nancy and she might have just not answered you. But then this is what I was saying is that John, let's say I'm reaching out to John, he says, sure, he'd love some more information. So I give him his free account. So we're putting him through the funnel. So John moves over to free account because he's given me his free account. And we want to work with everyone on getting him from free account. Maybe they'll have a sample pack, and we want them to all be upgraded customers or upgraded promoters, and then into their VIP 800, 1600. So this is the hard part, right? This is the easy part, reaching out. But when I tell you that consistently reaching out over time, 10 people a day, so you're gonna have reached out in 10 days to 100 people, there will still be people on here that you'll have to circle back around and do your follow-ups. But as you move one off, you need to add one to your list. And that's what we're going to be working with you on, is how do you add to the list if you think you're out of people. Trust me, you're not out of people. There are so many ways to grow your list. I like to use the alphabet. Okay, let's start at A. anybody that I went to Albion College with. I'm going to check that out. A is also for assembly, junior assembly, and those were people that were in a committee with me when I lived in Michigan. And then B, of course, for me is Black River. B is Blair, my dad. My dad's name is Blair, just like Blair was Blair. Who do I think of that associates with my dad? Let's go to C is Cambridge, where my kids went to preschool. C is California. Who do I know that lives in California? Whatever comes to your mind. D would be my dogs. Okay, so my vets, my friends that have dogs, my friends that do dog rescue. D is Donnie. Oh, Donnie, what does he do? Just think about how you connect, how those people all connect. And we're talking, add to your list if you haven't talked to them in 300 years. Add them to your list, because if they're on the bottom of like this, you can continue to connect with them. So you're reaching out to 10 a day, and then your goal is to move them over to the free account section. And as you move them over, you're going to take notes on each paper. So I gave John a free account. You can put the date if you want. I sent him a recording of my story. I sent him a Facebook fan page. These are the tools, remember? Facebook fan page, 3-way call, 24-hour call, share a story, an LV video from the YouTube channel, maybe a screenshot of a text. But on the notes, I'm tracking, what I've done. And some will stay here in free accounts. And I can guarantee you the ones that don't move to upgraded customer are the people that don't have 3-way call written down, because the 3-way call is the answer to everything, right? So we're moving from our list of, this is Jody just hopped on. No, this is from, aren't I on activators? Am I on activators? I was supposed to be on Blair's page. Somebody give me a heart if I'm on activators. I hope I didn't go on the wrong page. But I have all my team on here, so I'm hoping that it is activators. Jody, type what team page I'm on. I'm on activators? Okay. Okay, hey, yes, Devin. Okay, thank you, Devin. I wanted to make sure I wasn't redoing my video. All right, so you're reaching out to 10 a day, and you're moving them over, thank you, Suzanne, into the free account section. And then you can visually see them working through the funnel. So free account, maybe they get a Thrive sample pack, and you're also saying, what have I shared with them? What date did they get the sample pack? And you can write that right on the sticky note. And as soon as they place their order, 3-way call should be between each of these things. 3-way call, 3-way call, 3-way call. Then they decide from free account, are they a customer? Are they a promoter? Oh, thank you, Julia. I knew you'd love it because you're a teacher. This is such a teacher thing. And then you can move them. So think about this. When you upgrade a promoter, then we move them to VIP 800, 1600. I wish I had all of my promoters. Jody, can you imagine if we could track moving you through that funnel, and then rank advancements and things like that would be fun. You can look back and see what's happening. So this is really the key, you guys. This is your big list. I want you to come up with 100 people that are not yet thriving, and every time somebody moves over, you're adding another one to your list. So you always are working with 100. Your goal is going to, I know it would be really cool, wouldn't it? So we could track when we first reach out. Your goal is to reach out, and this is a non-negotiable, 10 a day. I want you to commit to 10 a day. And so when you are reaching out to these 10 tomorrow, you know who's coming up, the next people. So when you're scheduling your Facebook time or your time to connect, you know who's coming up. So you know how to connect. So I'm already connecting, and I'll have these all filled in and I'll show you tomorrow. But I've already connected with Heather and Annie and Beth and Malin and Amy and Beth and Cindy and John. I've already asked them questions. I've already been on their Facebook page. I know that Annie has a daughter that is playing lacrosse at a college next year. We've already connected. It's not going to be so weird for me to reach out and Thrive. And they'll probably get over to my page and they might just ask me first. So we're reaching out to those 10, and maybe you'll just move one a day. Maybe you won't move any in a day, but that's okay because they stay up. And then you know that if Perry doesn't answer me and I've reached out to her tomorrow, I'm going to work through and I'm going to come up and I'm going to follow up with Perry, right? Because she's still on my list. But every time I move one, I get to add one down here so that I'm constantly reaching out. And you'll have reached out to 300 people by the end of the month. Then we move them over here for Kelly that just hopped on. Hi, Kelly. We move them over here. And John said, yeah, he'd like more information on Thrive. So I set up his free account. And it's your job. You guys can decide how you put notes on your sticky notes. But John already has his free account. He's liked the fan page. John has, I've sent him a Lavelle video of a story that I thought would relate to him. I sent him my Facebook fan page story and a recording of my call. And John is still sitting there because guess what? John does not have a three-way call yet, but I'm going to try to move John down here by tomorrow. I'm going to offer up a sample pack because sometimes that's how I get them moved. But before I do the sample pack and he agrees, he's going to be on a three-way call, just like Gronsky was on a three-way call for her sample pack. And then I know these are the people that I'm working with to move over to upgraded customer. And then here, you guys, as I was going through my list, I noticed that Lizzie D, this is nutty because Lizzie D she has been thriving and I haven't even been following up with her. So she has an auto ship on the 15th and this is showing me who are my upgraded customers, and you can put all your customers and are they thriving for free. And maybe Lizzie will move over to upgrade to promoter, but I'm not done with, if she says no to that, I'm not done with Lizzie till she's thriving for free. And then I've also asked her other friends that she'd like to get thriving. When they upgrade to promoter, then they need their welcome call. They need then they need to move over to VIP 800 and 1600. And then we can track from there all the way to 200K. Questions on what I was just talking about. I did post the PDF for you guys on that Blair and I had made for you that is showing you, but it's basically just a system of organization for you to keep track and to hold you accountable, because I know that personally I haven't reached out to 10 people a day. I think I do, but I start scrolling through Facebook and I start thinking who has a sample, and I have notebooks and lists and journals and I have all different things. But I'm really thinking this commitment is what is going to make a huge, huge difference in your business. I know it will. If you have one person that says yes this month because of this activity, it's worth it. And you can also visually see where they're getting stopped. I mean, many people get stopped in free accounts, and we want to just continue to know that those are on our follow-ups, and maybe you'll just take a look at your free accounts and those will go onto your calendar, however you want to organize it. But the tool that I want for you is to have the 100 sticky notes with 100 names. And if you are stuck saying, I only know 20 people, you need to go and generate more people, bigger networks. If you have people that have, if you don't have 100, but you have people that have free accounts, maybe you'll put those on your list as well, and you'll reach out to them and say, hey, have you had a chance to look at your free account? I'd love to get more information on Thrive. And we'll work with you guys on how you message people, but most of you already know. So 10 a day, 10 across, and 10 down. So you can see who's coming up. You can see who will be your Wednesday, Thursday, Friday list, and you can go and check out what's happening on their Facebook page. If you're not on Facebook with them, you can just, most of my stuff is on social media, and this is kind of a social media reach out. But if one of them is, let's say, a soccer mom, and you're going to reach out to her Wednesday, then Monday you walk over to her and you have that DFT loud and proud. And make sure you're continuing to build your Facebook page, because as you're reaching out to people, they're like, what's she up to? And if they go to your Facebook page and you just have spammy, ugly things that are like, buy Thrive, customer special, great deal, that looks icky. I would much rather see a happy, thriving person. Like today I did a post with my DFT headed down to the trampoline place with my kids and said, you know, get the Great Mom Award. So they're going to see Thrive. They're going to see some Facebook fan page stories. So visually, you have your list, and I'll show that to you. So you have your list of 100 names, and then you're going to move them through the funnel as you reach out. And you know, if they don't answer you, you put a check. You might have 6 to 12 check marks on your list. There might be people that stay here till next June, but as you move them off, and you might end up with a whole wall full, but it helps you to move them through the funnel. Here's your list, move them through the funnel. And I know for some of you, you're like, oh my gosh, you put sticky notes all over your wall. You know what? I want those sticky notes there because I want to be able to see what's happening, who I'm reaching out to, and where we're going with this. So you're reaching out to 10 a day in some way, shape, or form, asking them if they're ready to thrive. Hey, I'd love to share with you more about Thrive. Can you chat today? Your goal is to get them into your network for a free account and get them upgraded to promoter. How do you do that? You use the funnel. The most important thing is that three-way call, getting them on the phone, getting them to the Facebook fan page, sharing that 24-hour call. I love to share one of the Lavelle videos from Lavelle brands, sending them screenshots, just getting them informed about Thrive. Maybe you'll offer to take them from free account. This is a really simple thing for me to do. If they're not responding, I'll say, hey, I'd love to put some Thrive in your hands. How about a 4-day mini Thrive experience? And when they say yes, it does not go to them until they're on a 3-way call, because they have to be on a 3-way call before I'm giving them or selling them a mini Thrive experience. Once they're thriving, then we can help them to upgrade to customer or promoter. And when they go to customer, our job is to not stop, but to help them to thrive for free. They're still, and they graduate if they're thriving for free. But our ultimate goal is to have people right here to upgraded promoter. And the ultimate is helping them to hit their VIP 800, 1600, and 4K, 12K, 40K, 80K, 200K. You may rest when somebody from this list hits 200K, but not until then. And I'm going to tell you that out of your 100 people, if you work the funnel correctly, and if you work them through the funnel, you probably have a 200K on that list. What happens is they just get dropped. I mean, I'll admit, I have dropped people along the way. I have forgotten that I gave them their free account. I have forgotten that I've reached out to them. They got lost in the chaos. I might have reached, like my customer, Lizzie D. She got lost until today, and I was like, oh my gosh, Lizzie, she's been thriving. I haven't been following up with her because I have some awesome new momentum with new promoters, and I'm busy with them. And gosh, shame on me, because Lizzie is the biggest potential that I would have right now, because she is on Thrive and she's loving it. And so now I need to show her how to thrive for free. I need to get her reading Facebook fan page stories, and I need to maybe suggest to her, wow, this is an incredible time in our business. And we go from there. So that is what the hundreds list is. If you have questions, post them below. I know that Blair's going to be doing lots of prizes for people that participate. If you are on my team as well, you get double the prizes because I'm doing it. And I know that if you're a leader on here, I would get with your team and really encourage them to do this and offer some rewards and incentives for people that are staying accountable, because that's the whole thing, is making it, I've done this a million times in my life. Think about the gym. Let's commit to doing this for 30 days. Like, just do it. 10 a day for 30 days, adding to that list, getting them moved through the funnel, and the potential of what can happen is really, really awesome. So I hope that's helpful for you guys. I know that Blair will be back tomorrow to share more about this, and I hope that you guys have an incredible evening. And I want to show you this, Nicole, because you just, here's what your hundreds will look like. You're going to reach out to 10 a day. There's 100 names on those sticky notes. As you reach out to them, you put a check. If they don't respond, you know you got to circle back around, because 6 to 12 follow-ups before they respond. We want to get them into the free account category. Then maybe they'll sample, maybe not, but we want to get them through the funnel using the tools of the fan page, the 3-way call, the 24-hour recorded call, sharing your story, all those ways that you update. Then we're going to upgrade them to promoters, because that's what happens when they see the vision, and then ultimately they go into their VIP bonus period. So that is it in a nutshell, you guys. I hope you have a great evening. About my finger, I'm excited about this challenge. I'm excited about what it will do for our businesses and the momentum. Questions, please feel free to type below, and I'll hop on and answer those for you. Have a great night, and let's kick off the week with your first 10.